Intuitive Thoughts for March 14th, 2025. This one's longer. This was the one that made me have it last 9 minutes the first time I tried to record this. So buckle up, Buttercup. There is going to be a celebration. This is going to be a big deal, but we're not prepared. So let me give you the context. This has come through twice in two different dreams. It's the same scenario in two different dreams with more of a story. So I had this 2 days ago, and then this is one of those cases where I'm like, well, I don't know if this is for me. Let me hold on to it, chew on it. I had another dream about the exact same thing last night. I just had more details. So let me give you the context of the dream. We're having a celebration. It's almost like it's a big holiday. Everybody's making pasta. The stores are closed. I had more people show up from my neighborhood, people that I'm not even family with or even super close to, but they all showed up to my house, almost for an open house kind of thing. And we were cooking pasta, and we were making like a roast kind of thing. And we had all different foods. And I didn't have enough pasta for everybody because I wasn't expecting so many people to show up. And I had gotten up really early that morning before everybody else because I wanted to be on the ball. I wanted to make sure I got this right. And I wanted to make sure that all the different foods that I had to serve everyone was cooked on time, served at the same time. Everything was right. I was preparing the salad early in the morning so that I could have that put aside and separate later. All I had to do was pull it out. And that was the energy of this dream that I had 2 days in a row. Now, I think that the preparation of all the food is me coming out and telling you all of these intuitive thoughts. I'm trying to prepare these things early in the mornings or in my dreams, so that you can all have them all at once, and that it's the right, and it's on time, and it's cooked, it's to perfection. But the missing pasta to me means that I don't have all of the information yet, and the stores are closed. I'm not able to get that yet. I don't have the ability to just run out. In the dream, I also had a neighbor run home and go get more pasta and bring it to me. That to me means that it's the puzzle pieces. It's all these other different intuitives that are all coming together with little bits and pieces and puzzles, part of the puzzle, to put it together to fill in the rest of the gaps that I don't have. All of the different neighbors, those are all the different people. So people from different walks of life, from different socioeconomic backgrounds, all the different people that didn't necessarily agree with what I agreed with, what I believe. Now they're all coming to the table because they're all joining this feast. They're all joining this celebration. And it was a celebration. It was an exciting thing. There were presents. There were lots of presents, gifts and things. And I saw them on the tables. And I remember telling all the kids, by the way, don't know who the kids were, telling all these kids that were here, I'm like, you need to help me. Can you just take all of these gifts and put them on the floor over in the corner so that we can use the tables? Because we need the tables to be able to eat on, because there were too many people. I wasn't expecting that many people. And all of these gifts are getting put in the corner. I told them to keep them away from the heat. Don't put them next to the radiators. So the kids were moving them away from the radiators so it wouldn't get too hot. They wouldn't melt. They wouldn't burn. There was a couple of instances, though, that were not positive in this dream. So someone in my dream had brought a lot of pre-made garlic bread, and we put it in the oven. And I had set the timer to make sure that wouldn't go past, like it wouldn't overcook. And people just ignored the timer. And I came in and I was angry, and I'm like, why didn't you tell me? I set a timer. Like, why didn't you tell me? And the response was, well, yeah, but I didn't set the timer, so it's not my problem. And I was like, but you want to enjoy the fruits of this food. Like, why would you do that? Why would you allow that to happen? Why would you allow this to burn? Well, but it wasn't my timer. I didn't, it's not something I was watching, so it's not my problem. You can read into that too. That makes a lot of sense too, doesn't it? So I ended up taking all of the bread and scraping it all off and trying to make the best out of it, the best that I could. And it was okay, and it was edible, but it could have been better. I think that also resonates with a lot of things that are going on today. That there's going to be some things that just got ruined because people waited too long to do something about it. And it didn't really even matter how much we had our thumb on how much we tried, how much we tried to protect it, how much we tried to prepare it. It didn't matter, because in the end, it was everybody's lack of care and lack of concern, or lack of, not my problem, that caused this to happen in the first place. And so there's that. That was a thing. And but at the very end of the dream, we were moving the furniture back. We were putting everything back in its place where it belonged. And I don't know about you, but in my world, the last thing I do after a party is I vacuum. And I was vacuuming. As I snapped out of this moment, this dreaming moment, I was vacuuming. And to me, that vacuuming feeling felt like I was cleaning up the last remnants of the mess and the chaos. And it's just a quiet white noise to me that is comforting. And so there's that. And it all ended up going well. And it all ended up, there was a mess. It still needed to be cleaned up. The furniture needed to be rearranged, but everyone ended up going home satisfied and full, and it all worked out. So that's my big message for today. I have one more that I'm going to come back with, just because it's already 6 minutes, almost 7.